Ben, send out a distress signal.
On it, boss. Wait.
We literally could have done that the whole time?
Hello, I'm Hudson Byers, and welcome back to another fantastic episode of Hudson's Fun Zone. Today we're joined by...
Hi, I'm Reagan Carden. I'm with the CHS Color Guard, and I'm on Weapon Line.
Alright, she's going to be teaching me some basic rifle technique, and now we're going to get into the interview. How long did it take you to get comfortable with the skills that are involved in Guard?
For me personally, I never get too comfortable with a certain anything. I think one of the things that I struggled with when I first started with Guard was having the motivation to work out. We work out every morning, we run every morning. You want to keep that consistency because consistency is key. You
never want to get complacent or think you know better than everybody. There's always room for improvement. You're never done improving and growing as a team member. Do you have a favorite skill that you've learned throughout the years?
This is a tricky one. I'm gonna have to say when I like catching a standard 5 with catching tape on saber. I started spinning saber last year, so I'm pretty impressed that I was able to catch tape.
How do your fellow teammates help you to be better? Because I know a lot of these school activities, being part of a team, being part of a family is a very important aspect to have.
Becoming a family, well, you are spending literally every morning together. And when I mean literally, I mean it's my first period. It's the way I start my week. It's what I also end with my week because we get home from Saturday contests really late. Like, we leave Saturday during the day, we come back early Sunday morning. So it's really important that you get to know each other pretty well. You just end up becoming a big old family.
Yeah, that sounds good. You should know each other so that way you don't tear yourselves apart when you get into arguments or something. Do you prefer rifle or saber?
Why'd you choose the hard questions? I'm gonna go with saber because recently I have really liked spinning saber. And I really like spinning rifle. I will always love rifle, but I'm really excited for this new adventure with saber, so.
That's a great thing to have because I've had many skill sets where it's like, I like this, but I learned something new within that own skill set where I'm like, I like doing it this way better, or I like this better, or I just like exploring this new avenue because I've gotten so used to the old thing. How often do you practice? What are your practice times?
Okay, so our practice times are Monday through Friday from 7 to 9, and that's first period. And we show up 15 minutes early so that we are ready to start as soon as it hits 7 o'clock. Sometimes when we have our virtual days and whatnot, we don't have practice, but when we have our snow days, we typically have an all-day rehearsal. Most Saturdays, we have an all-day rehearsal as well.
It's always crazy to me in any team sport how much dedication and time is required to perfect the craft and how much personal sacrifice and dedication is required to be a part of the team and be a coherent member. If somebody's interested in Winter Guard and they like this, or they've seen Winter Guard or Color Guard, how would one get into that? Who would they go to? Where would they go?
You could probably email the director, which is Miss Wessel. She'll hook you up with everything that you will need, and we will most likely have a tryouts.
I think that will wrap it up for today. Thank you for joining me in this interview.
I can't wait to be working your sound again. Oh, if you didn't know, I'm the sound person for his show.
She does a really good job, and she's probably going to beat me up for messing up terminology after this. This will be Hudson's Fun Zone signing off for today. See you later. If you want any behind the scenes or updates, the Instagram should be right here. See you guys later, and goodbye.
Hi, my name is Ben and I'm in love with a rose. Everywhere I go, people stare at me with disgust. I think it's just because they don't understand the love that I have for my rose. I even named her Rosie the Rose. I used to have lots of flowers. I had tulips, daisies, and sunflowers, but nothing compared to the way Rosie made me feel. I love that. The reason I love my rose is because she's always been there for me. I got a tattoo of her to show my affection. Did it myself. Even though I love my rose, it's starting to consume my life. I recently dropped out of school to spend more time with Rosie, and that made all my friends think I'm crazy, but I think they're just jealous.
Ben is out of control. Everywhere he goes, he brings that stupid rose. I try to help him, but he doesn't listen. And it's getting too far out of hand that I just don't think I can be friends with him anymore.
So Ben, how have you been feeling lately?
I've been feeling great. I haven't been seeing Rosie, and I think this is all really finally behind me.
Well, that's great. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be back. Ben, is everything alright?
Man, I can't wait to enjoy my salad. Once I put my lemons in there, it'll be delicious. Let me grab my knife. Did I accidentally buy limes? I'm just gonna accept the fact that these are limes now. I really must be going crazy. I'm gonna go take a break. Where did the limes go?
Hello everybody, welcome back to Keeping Gamers Informed, or as we call it, KGI. I'm your host Malachi.
And I'm his co-host, Hudson Byers. And because it's April, or Earth Appreciation Month, we've incorporated elemental and nature-themed games into this episode.
Yeah, and I think we got a really good lineup of games and questions for this episode too.
Alright, Malachi, so what's our first game going to be?
Our first game is going to be Firewatch. I personally loved playing this game. It's a single-player, first-person walking simulator that you play as a man named Henry who retires from his life in the city to become a fire watchman out in the Wyoming wilderness.
I absolutely love this game. The environment of this game is so amazingly beautiful, and it tells such an amazing story. It's only priced at $20, and it's rated teen for some more adult language, but I would definitely recommend the purchase.
And it really is such a fun game and good game to review because both of us have played it. And here's the question for it, because I want to know what you think. What makes it such a good game?
Well, for me, I played it when I was younger, and it uses real problems and really adult conversation to talk about topics, and those conversations help you to truly feel for the character and the situations and other people around him and empathize with him.
And that's actually really true. I agree with. I can talk about this game for hours on end, but we have to move on. So, what's our next game, Hudson?
Well, Malachi, our next game is going to be, again, another very beautiful game. It involves the elements too, and it's a game I haven't played before, but you have, and our editor definitely has. She's been recommending it since the first episode of KGI, and that would be Sky, Children of Light.
And I haven't played this game for that long, but for the couple of days that I've been playing it, I can say it's a whole lot of fun. The purpose of the game is for you to travel through different realms and to rescue spirits who've lost their memory. It's only rated E for everyone, and it's free.
Alright, that sounds fun. I might have to try it. So, what's so enjoyable about this game?
For me personally, I love flying games, and the flight mechanics in this game are some of the best I've ever used. And it's so nice just to walk around in the environment.
It definitely sounds cool, and I'll definitely have to check it out. Alright, on to our next game. It was recommended to us by our director. She heavily recommended Stardew Valley, which I would say fits pretty well into the theme of this episode.
It really does fit really well. Stardew Valley is a role-playing game where you inherit your deceased grandfather's farm and you have to plant and grow crops throughout the different seasons.
It's a really fun and interesting game. from what I've seen. I don't really have that much hands-on experience with it, but I've seen YouTubers play it and stuff, and it looks really interesting. It goes for $15, and it's rated E, so pretty much everyone should be able to play it.
I agree with that. And it's a really fun game too. But here's the question that a lot of people have asked, and me personally, because I don't really know. How do the seasons work in the game?
Well, that's a great question, Malachi. Each season in the game lasts 28 days, and it works on the normal season cycle. So you start in spring, and once you've progressed through 4 seasons, you advance forward in the game a year.
And that should answer your guys' questions, and it also answered mine. But let's talk about our next game. What is it?
Well, it's a game you've definitely played and you like, and it would be Lake.
Oh, I absolutely loved playing Lake. The aesthetic of it is almost as the same as Firewatch, but it has so many differences too. One of the big ones is it's a graphic adventure game, and you play from a third-person perspective. And the character you play as is Meredith West. She's a middle-aged IT professional who returns to her hometown of Providence Oak, Oregon, for a short stay. This game is rated M, though, for some substances.
So you should definitely make sure you can play it before buying it. And I know it's a choice-based game like Road 96, so here's your question. Do the choices really matter? Because I know in a lot of choice-based games, they don't really impact you that much. How do they work in this game?
Well, the first couple days and the first couple hours you play, they really don't affect you. But once you start getting really into the story, they're going to show which ending you're going to have in the game.
I really haven't heard of this game too much, so I'll definitely have to check it out. And that'll be our last game, so hope you enjoyed and have fun playing.
And have a happy Earth Day, guys. This is KGI signing off. See you guys.
I believe in this school. This school has given me a list of opportunities, including the chance to run for student council president. However, this close to the election, I get challenged by some dumb lunkhead. My campaign manager tells me I should go to the principal. They do nothing. So I told my campaign manager, we must go to the miracle worker.
Why didn't you come to me first?
Vince.
Don't say my name out loud. I've offered my allyship countless times in the past. I guess what I'm so curious about is why now?
Come on, what do you want from me?
I want to know that if I ask for a favor, it will be returned, no matter the circumstances.
That can be arranged.
Then it's a deal. I will make sure you aren't bothered, and you will return the favor. Handle this for me.
It will be done. Hey,
Do you know Charlie Smith?
Yeah.
You be giving him a hard time?
Maybe.
Well, that's gonna stop. If you see him in the hallway, go the other direction. You have classes with him, switch out. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
If you do it again, you'll be canceled faster than say blueberry pancakes.
Thank you all for voting for me. You really made the right choice because now I will have the time and the resources to take care of one of the biggest problems around this school. Trash. I mean, come on, everybody just leaves their trash laying around. Come on, people, it's almost Earth Day.
So Charlie, can I get started organizing this stuff for the Earth Day project?
No.
But I thought that was the first order of business.
The first order of business is to get rid of all of the scum that walks this school, including the people who think they're better than everybody else. Starting with the miracle worker.
What? But I didn't know the miracle worker was real.
I could fill a book with things that you don't know.
What?
Hey Choctaw, welcome back to Fan Rate. I'm joined with my co-host Seth. How are you?
Good, Brennan.
That's good. Today we'll be reviewing over Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 trailer. Are you excited for this one?
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright, the topics will be visuals, suit designs, and the soundtrack, and we'll give it our own rating out of 10 at the end of it. First up is visuals. What did you thought about the visuals?
They were pretty good. Then again, I always liked Guardians of the Galaxy visuals. They're pretty nice, considering what we've seen so far. There is one scene in the trailer that's a little weird with like the Among Us kind of space suits. But what was your thoughts on the visuals, Brendan?
Visuals, I really liked it. I always loved the visuals for Guardians of the Galaxy, and I could tell they worked really hard on this one. And I personally do love the visuals. Alright, next up is suit designs. I like them all, personally. I do miss the old looks, but I like the comic book accurate as well. I still hope we still see Star-Lord's helmet, though. I need to see that. You? How about you?
I would have to agree with you on the most part, but why is Groot built like a Roblox character?
Did not think that, but alright. Last bit is the soundtrack. I hope we get a really good soundtrack. The trailer's music was really good. I hope they have a really good soundtrack with this one. That's really all I have to say for that bit. What about you, Seth?
Well, they hit it out of the park with the first one. The second one, they did pretty good too.
I really do like the first two soundtracks as well. Alright, let's give it a rating out of 10. For me, I gotta give it a 10. What about you?
I'd say a 10, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you all so much for joining in. We'll see you all in the next one and have a great day.
Enjoy.
Now do your thing. Don't come any further.
Jendo, you remember me?
Not particularly.
You saved my life back in the freshman center. Now I owe you the same.
Well, now's your chance.
I've been awaiting you, Jenlorian. You seem to dodge everything I throw at you. I wouldn't move if I were you. I have sharpshooters pointed at your little friend there. This is your last chance. Stand down or be obliterated by my hand.
No.
No!
I will do anything to get him back. You have my word.
Alright. I have the coordinates laid out. We will enter through here and find out the first set of officers. We will then enter the conference room and retrieve the Clorox. And we need to get off the premises as soon as possible. Are you up to this?
This is the way.
This is the way.